Hey, my YouTube family. Now I'm trying it today. I'm trying to do this in a set of time. So I'm finna go ahead and hit y'all with the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 10, Episode 7. Oh, it was a trying time, y'all. A very, very trying time for me to be trying to do this review and then get everything in all at once. So I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe like says at the very, very bottom. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall have this up for y'all after we get into the review. Okay, so it starts with Angel. And Angel and Giselle was spotted putting their pinkies up, aka pinkies. hmm Pink and green. Thumbs up. Okay. At first, Angel, I'm like, watch your back, Angel. Really, really watch your back. And your man around them, AKAs, okay? You gotta watch your back around them. I ain't playing. You got to. Okay? You gotta be careful at all calls and everything. But anyway, neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. Okay. So, Angel, I'm like, Angel, listen to me. Watch a man around them AKAs, them whores, them AKA whores. Because they have been said to be those. That's what I've always heard. But hey, who am I to say anything? Who am I to judge or anything? Okay. And then am I giving you the real T voice, the whores? Okay. And then I hope they treat you well, Angel. I really do hope they treat you well. Thanks to Giselle. Okay. And then Kay she putting salmon on her face for nutrients. Never heard of that, but hey, let me go ahead and just move on from her. Move on from her. And Tia's mom is in town. Perfect, perfect. And Ashley pulls up on Monique and she has a little safari going on. I mean, I'm like, Monique, baby, where your safari at? You got a safari up in there. Girl, ooh, it's just a lot. And I'm like, girl, you got your Chella. Well, not Chella, because rest in peace to Chella. That's her bird that passed. And then she got a little safari. She got a pig. She got a birds. And then she got geckos. And Monique had the bird flying free in her house. And T'Challa, her, her, mm, rest in peace for real. Rest in peace. Rest in, really, really rest in peace. Okay. All right. So T'Challa, rest in peace, 2001. That's when her bird passed. And Monique cried real. She cried for her, which I understand. I understand why she cried. And then Monique said that the altercation with Candace and her, it led her to the state that she's in now. And then she said that she's evaluating, and Candace did. And I mean, just evaluating. Candace did deserve to get tapped. And the reason I said she didn't in the past, but she did deserve to get tapped because she was messing with that lady. She was fucking with Monique. She really was. Okay? She was. She was messing with her. Okay? I'm like, girl, stop. Don't do that. Okay? So she deserved it. Okay? She did. All right. I'm sorry. And then we get to Ashley, and then she is a part of the Pride Parade, and she invited Monique, and she had to let Monique know that she can come, but Giselle is going to come as well. Is she okay with that? Then they can all be happy and merry and all that. Okay. And then we get to Wendy and her husband, and they are, spit. Mm, set, they're selling their house. They selling their house. I was trying not to say it, but yeah, they selling their house. Okay. Yeah. And everything, and it is not their house no more. They selling their house, and then they was doing renovations and stuff like that. But I'm like, how you gonna renovate something that's rightfully not yours no more? Okay. And the house sold for $1.8 million. And then the whole thing is, the gag is, the neighborhood that they were in, it was never a place for them. It was never a place for their kind. It was never a place. So the thing about that is, I'm like, I'm sorry, Wendy. I really am. I'm really, really sorry, Wendy. Okay, so I mean, hey. Then they meet with Stacy, and they meet with Stacy, with the clear people and stuff like that. I just had to go ahead and say that. But Wendy tells Eddie that her dad did not reach out to her on her birthday. And I'm like, but Wendy, didn't we already go through this? We we heard it on maybe the second season. Or was that Eddie's family? Whose family was it? Because we heard that the family wasn't cool with y'all. Okay. So we heard. Okay. I heard it before. It's just like Sunshine Anderson heard it all before. Okay. And then it actually was Eddie's family. And it's like Eddie's family didn't get along with Wendy's family. So my whole thing, they didn't get along with each other, right? So if they were not getting along, then it just was not just gonna be just a good situation, since they were not getting along with each other. Okay. And this just feels like she just needs to have a story for the show, since the court case is not being discussed and it will not be discussed. Okay. And I feel like all of this has been said before. Like I said, it's been said before. And Eddie's family and hers too may, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I could be wrong about a lot of stuff, but I just know somebody's family didn't get along with each other. Somebody's family had a huge, huge problem with each other. Maybe it was both. Maybe it was Eddie's family. Maybe it was Wendy's family. I don't know. But somebody wasn't seeing eye to eye. Okay. All right. And then we get to Stacy, and Stacy is looking at packaging, and she found out that she is part Nigerian, and she is dedicating it to her roots. Okay. And then though she would have named it after Arabella, her daughter Arabella, that just would have been the right thing to do, because why would you not name it after your daughter? But hey, I don't know. I don't know why she wouldn't name it after her daughter. Have no idea. And Ashley, we get to Ashley, and Ashley is talking to her brand, And she's taking a picture also. What brand, Ashley? What brand? Ashley, what brand are we discussing? Okay. What brand are we discussing? Okay. I'm like, I did not know that she had a brand. And it's like the brand with her and Giselle GOA. That's what she say she was up there, you know, putting together stuff for. And her, brand was about DOA on arrival. And Ashley, she's so annoying. I'm just sorry. Ashley gonna always be annoying to me. I don't care for Ashley and never have and never will. Ugh. And Angel and Ingrid, her sister Ingrid, her sister, they talk and they are, they sisters. I mean, yeah, they sisters. How did Ashley be named? I mean, how did Stacy? How was Stacy named Stacy and her sister was named Ingrid? Okay, it don't even matter. And then my whole thing is, and she talked about Giselle and she talked about Wendy. And my thing is, Stacy, what I want you to do, ma'am, is I want you to talk to them. Let them know. Let Wendy know. Let Giselle know. Why are you talking to your sister? Your sister don't know them people. Your sister don't know them people. Okay. And then we need to, she just acting like she just need to sing in the moment. And she need to sing in the moment, but not her sister. She need to show them. She need to show them and tell them everything that she telling her sister. Okay. And we get to Giselle and she's going to Atlanta to get the wheel straight. The wheel for her dad contested. Because her stepmother is just as mean and evil as she is. And my whole thing is, I'm always sympathetic about, when people's family pass and stuff like that. But Giselle is so mean. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. She getting it bad. That stepmother of hers, they might not get along. And the daddy, I mean, he obviously, he wasn't able to attest to anything that was going on. So anything that was signed on that will, she did it. She wrote the will. Giselle got word, and then she went ahead and when she got word about the will, then what she did is she went straight to Atlanta. And I'm like, girl, go ahead and do that. Do it. Go straight to Atlanta and go ahead and get that contested. But she getting it back though. Mm, 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 mm. But I bet you she'll think about how she's treating people from this. Hmm. And Greg and Kay, they talk, and I'm like, I ain't gonna even bore nobody with what they was talking about because they weren't talking about a goddamn thing. And then Wendy named Shiloh her brand name, and she tells Stacy, "I do not think that it was to infringe." And they are selling, gummies. So the thing about it is, I did write this wrong. Wendy wasn't selling gummies. Stacy was the one that was selling gummies. And Wendy saying that Stacy infringed on her business. And then Stacy pretty much just was saying that she just selling gummies. And Stacy, I'm like, Stacy, look, now stop. She not a copycat now. And she has to help not, not the empire. She needs to help the empire. She gotta help the empire, y'all. I'm looking at my notes. I probably shouldn't do it like that, huh? But she just pretty much, it's a situation where Wendy feel like Stacy is stealing from her and she trying to have an issue with Stacy about that business. And I'm like, girl, ain't nobody stealing from you, okay? Nobody is stealing from you at all. Not at all, okay? So just stop it. And then Happy Eddie, maybe gonna be on happy lockdown if they can't beat them charges. Clank clank. So you might not even have to worry, Stacy, about them at all. Where everybody is out here, everybody out here stealing, a little bit still. I mean, even if it's just a quarter or a penny or something like that, everybody on this show seem like they just out there just pickpocketing and taking what they can take. hmm So Giselle goes to court and Angel picks her up, from court. But Giselle, you've been evil. And you say that your stepmother is an evil bitch. You say, I'm using her words. And then they are definitely alike. I already told y'all that they was alike. Yes, they are. They're very much alike. And Wendy, Ashley, Stacy, they all make it to Jassy's wedding. And Ashley needs to come off her high horse because she's talking about some. She has something to say about when Stacy finally came to the wedding and this and this and that. And I'm like, shit. Jassy and Stacy, they were definitely friends. So I'm like, Ashley, now bitch, don't you piss me off. Cause I mean, she just annoying. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to say that, but she's very annoying. So the wedding shone on the show, and it was nice. And it was down to the hotel. They eat and all. It's typical wedding, typical wedding. It was really nice. Her husband in white, and I'm like, why is her husband in white? Why is her husband in white? Okay, anyway, husband was in white, and her dress was very plain. I'm sorry, y'all. Her dress was plain. But go ahead, Angel. That is very, very wagadocious. Like I had said, wagadocious. And Ashley and all the ladies do show up, at the wedding, which is good. And Ashley gives the ladies special, drag names. And then Giselle has an issue about her daughter, being there. And I'm like, she has heard worse at that school. Cause she at FAMU. Okay. And then let's just go ahead and get to the main thing of the show, y'all. So Monique shows up. She greets everyone, including Giselle. And it's been years, y'all. It's been a long, 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 long time. It's been a long time. And it's like about time they can finally greet each other. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. But I'm going back to it. They was just giving a little bit of desperate, y'all. I had to go ahead and put that up for them. But Monique shows up and all that stuff. It was very genuine. She greets Giselle and everyone, including Giselle. And it has been some years and very genuine. I felt that it was very genuine and about time. And then Giselle said that Mom's has been, she said that Monique has been on her mind since the divorce. And she was sympathizing with her, and new things and bigger things and new beginnings and all that stuff are coming. And then she hugs her daughter, and I'm like, Grace. And I'm like, very, very genuine. And she said Grace was a beautiful, beautiful girl. hmm Yeah. And then gave Monique a white why they give Monique a white background? That's what I want to know. If y'all gonna give her a confessional, why y'all give her a white background? Why? Why a white background? Okay, so we get to Kay. And Kay, she gets messy, starting with Stacy and Monique. And I'm like, you just could not wait. And she has mm, to bomb rush to get the shit started. And then they don't even know each other. Like for real. Stop. How would you, like it if somebody did you like that? And I'm really tired of, how tired now. Wendy needs to give a chance to Monique because Wendy didn't give Monique a chance. And she just immediately was taking Candace's side. And she didn't give Monique a chance at all. She needs to give her a chance, wholeheartedly. And if she give her a chance, then they probably be the best of friends. No bullshit, no, all the bullshit aside. And I heard about Monique and Wendy, and they were both chilling at BravoCon. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And then Stacy and Wendy, they tight down to the BravoCon also. hmm So that was my rendition of the Housewives of Potomac. I gave y'all a longer review than I thought I was gonna give. But I want y'all, The Real Housewives of Potomac, season 10, episode 7. I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. What it's saying, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. My YouTube family, and I will get it uploaded soon. Bye. Have a good night.